Comment your own theories for the Sonic 4 movie. Subscribe if you want a video of me to go deeper into my theory.
Well, a promise is a promise. So in my recent short, I explained my Sonic 4 theory of why I think the movie is going to be based off the game Sonic Heroes. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to my shorts and watch my recent short and then come back to this video. So in this video, I'm about to explain my Sonic 4 theory of why I think the next movie will be based off the game Sonic Heroes, and some other theories I have, especially for the last one. So if you're ready, comment, like, subscribe, and let's start. So for the first reason of why I think the Sonic 4 movie will be based off the game Sonic Heroes is because we see in the post-credit Metal Sonic being a major threat towards Sonic and Amy, which means something. In Sonic Heroes, we see Metal Sonic as the main villain. Even though shown in plain sight, he was actually disguised as Eggman the whole entire time, pretending to be him while collecting everyone's data and power so he could transform into Overlord Metal at the end of the game. So for the second reason of why I think the Sonic 4 movie will be based off of the game Sonic Heroes is because in the second post-credit of Sonic 4, we seen that Shadow actually survived from his fall, collecting his inhibitor ring. And in Sonic Adventure 2, we seen that Shadow actually possibly died from his fall. But in the Sonic Heroes intro, we see that Shadow is being brought back to life by Rouge and Omega. Majority of people say that Sonic 4 will be only based off of Sonic CD, which I do agree that it will be based off of Sonic CD, but it would make no sense to have Tails and Knuckles in it, especially Shadow, which is shown in the second post-credit scene. And Shadow had like a major role in Sonic Heroes of learning if he's an android or not. In the Sonic Heroes intro, like I said, Rouge and Omega brought Shadow back to life. So this makes me wonder, did Shadow get brought back to life off camera in the Sonic 4 post-credit scene? So for my third reason of why I think Sonic 4 will be based off of Sonic Heroes is because in the post-credit, we see multiple Metal Sonics. Even though there were not multiple Metal Sonics in Sonic Heroes that I know of, I feel like they will have a major role in the Sonic 4 movie. Let me explain. I think that the clone Metal Sonic will be listening to the main and real Metal Sonic. What do I mean by this? I feel like the clone Metal Sonic will have the ability to shapeshift, and they might shapeshift into Eggman, pretending to be him like at different locations with different Sonic characters and stuff, while collecting their data and giving it to the real Metal Sonic. So I think the clone Metal Sonic will have the ability to shapeshift, and they can shapeshift to Eggman, pretend to be him like a different location at a time, and fooling all the heroes. I know that didn't make sense, but let me explain an example. Team Sonic, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles could be fighting a clone Metal Sonic pretending to be Eggman, while somewhere else on Earth, Shadow could be finding another clone Metal Sonic pretending to be Eggman. So for the fourth reason of why I think Sonic 4 will be based off of Sonic Heroes is because we might get Rouge in the fourth movie. But let me explain. Rouge is a close ally with Shadow in the games and other media. So if you don't know, Shadow and Rouge are on the same team, Team Dark. And they're pretty close because Rouge frees Shadow in Sonic Hero. And Rouge is a gun agent. So if you don't know, Rouge usually works for Gun in like the games. I think in Sonic Adventure 2 she did that. In Sonic X. And the commissioner from Sonic 3 wants to stop Sonic from causing other crazy stuff. So she might send out Rouge, because that's her last thing that she could do. Possibly, Rouge could investigate if Shadow's dead or not, because Shadow's hidden Gun for 50 years. She could investigate Eggman's death, quotation marks, around Eggman's death. She could investigate Metal Sonic, possibly the time traveling. For my last reason of why I think Sonic 4 will be based off of Sonic Heroes is because we got 5 new cast members for the Sonic 4 movie, and one of them, Kristen Bell, has been confirmed to be voicing Amy in the next movie. I think that Matt Berry might be the voice of Metal Sonic and possibly Omega, because he has a deep and commanding voice, and possibly Metal can be commanding. The other 3 cast members, I feel like they might be Team Chaotic, because if you don't know, Team Chaotic is in Sonic Heroes. But I don't know about Big or Cream. I don't know if they're gonna find like other cast members to fill their spot. I don't know if they're gonna be in there, because this is my theory. But I feel like everyone from Sonic Heroes might not be in the movie, because if you don't know, Sonic 4 will be based off of Sonic CD also. So that's all my 5 theories of why I think Sonic 4 will be based off of Sonic Heroes. But that doesn't mean the video is over. I still have some theories about Sonic 4. So when I was watching the Sonic 4 post-credit scene, I noticed that Amy Hammer like kind of glowed. It doesn't do that in the games or in other media, but this makes me wonder, does Amy's hammer contain something inside which caused the glowing? And I think Amy's hammer could contain the time stones from Sonic CD. Let me explain. So the time stones are basically the Chaos Emeralds, but for Sonic CD. They basically control time to go to the future or the past, but Eggman's goal is to collect the time stones to create a bad future. If you don't know what a bad future is, if you play Sonic CD, if you run past the future post, you can go to the future when you go fast enough and basically like a metallic metal alternate universe from if Eggman ruled the world, which is kind of cool to see if Eggman actually controlled the world. And possibly Amy could have a time stone inside of her hammer so she can time travel. She's not fast enough to time travel to another universe. In the fourth Sonic movie, I think that Shadow may work alone for this movie. The reason I say this because Shadow's usually independent, only trusts himself, and he doesn't want to team up with Sonic immediately after Fall from Space. He may investigate Eggman's death, Metal Sonic, so I think that Shadow may work alone for this movie, and if not, he may run up to Rouge. I think that Eggman is not actually dead, because Jim Carrey came back. Jim Carrey said Sonic 3 would be the last movie he would be in until he retired. And after he said that, Eggman literally died from a ship. But Jim Carrey's back, so I feel like Eggman is not dead. Because either A, he escaped from the airship, or B, an alternate universe filling his spot in. And it's one of those things because who sent out the Metal Sonics? The only person that doesn't like Sonic a lot? Dr. Eggman. If you enjoyed this theory and want to see more like this, I'll recommend you subscribing and like this video so you don't miss out on the next one. If y'all have any theories that I missed or want me to cover, put it in the comment section. But until then, peace.